Hi, you guys. This is Rain Said That. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Marriage to Medicine reunion was very hypocritical. And the villain of, the season is Dr. Gregory. I don't understand what he does to deserve this because last season when Quad wasn't there, he wasn't really speaking on Quad. He was actually avoiding Quad like the plague. Quad was trying to show up at Letitia's party. Quad was trying to show up at his wedding when he was trying to move on. So how is he the bad guy? Now, I do not agree with Dr. Damon, how he's coming at, Greg about, the whole him not accepting his patients when you don't know what that man is going through. He's a psychiatrist, and if you are having a lot of high risk patients, maybe he doesn't want to take them. Not saying that it could not be true that him having issues with Dr. Damon, there was a reason why he was not taking his patients. But honestly, can you blame him? I mean, there are different psychiatrists that you can refer him to. He's not the only psychiatrist in Atlanta, but you're banking on having a friendship with that doctor, correct? And being in good standing with your doctor. It's not about kissing no one's butt, but I mean, you allowed your wife to slander a doctor that is on your referral program. So if you should be mad at anybody, you need to be mad at your wife, because why is she online slandering his career? I mean, yeah, you can talk about the past between him and Quad, but saying that he's a P word. You said that this man was a P word and he's not respected in the medical community. And Damon, your silence is taken as though you agree with him. You confronted him on national television about it, and you definitely agree with your wife, everything that your wife is saying. You're saying that he should have sat down with you. He's so sensitive. But I mean, you're sensitive as well because you're mad because he didn't agree with the whole cheating allegation because he should have known your character. Well, it's true. He does not know what you do after dark. He doesn't know, what you do when you get off of work. So he can't stick up for you. Were you sticking up for him when he was caught cheating? No, because he was caught. So, I mean, I'm going to just leave it at that. But I feel as though Damon is taking out his anger on the wrong person. What do you guys think? I feel like that, I would not take, his patients either. I would tell him maybe you should refer your patient to someone else because, you don't like me. If you don't respect me in my career, so why are you sending patients? This is how you feel about me. That is kind of strange. And, it is what it is. Now, let's get into Dr. Damon is now best friends with King. He's supporting King all of a sudden when King was the one who started the fight. Let's be clear. Dr. Greg did not do anything to King this episode. King waited until he was sitting there with his wife trying to calm her down after he watched all the drama unfold, and I'm going to stand by King wanted his moment. King wanted his 15 seconds of fame. Who would listen to someone that's talking to you like that? He was talking to Greg like he was a 5-year-old child. And why can Quad continue to slander Dr. Gregory and he's not able to defend himself? He said, I won't talk about her. She shouldn't talk about me. I agree that is fair. When you come into agreement with someone, you have to hear each other out and then try to meet somewhere in the middle to get a compromise. You're not going to get to just have your way when you want to, King. So everyone is like, oh, cheer, hip, hip, hooray for King. No. He embarrassed himself on national TV. And, this is what you get because it was all the space and opportunity. Security has already broke them up. Check has already broke him up. But as soon as someone started holding King back, that's when he wanted to puff his chest out and act like that he was going to beat him up. I mean, he literally did charge at Dr. Gregory for no reason at that. All he said, well, I figured that you were trying to fight me because he knows how his ex-wife is. Yeah, rowdy. Very, very rowdy. And did he lie? Did he lie? Is Quad not rowdy? Yes or no? Quad is fiery. So does that deserve for him to get beat down on the beach? Like, that's crazy. Now let's get into Toya getting exposed again. Toya gets exposed every single season. She's on this episode talking about we all need to get along. We all have done some dirty things. And you have done dirty things every single season. First with Anila. against Quad, and now you're trying to use Letitia to go against Quad because everyone knows that Toya does not like Quad. Quad does not like Toya. They can be cordial for the cameras. They're trying to quote unquote work on their friendships, but I don't think they'll ever be able to have an authentic friendship. But honestly, Toya does not have any authentic friendships around her. Every time she gets a friend, she never keeps them. So it's quite saying that, Toya only uses people when it's beneficial to her. As soon as you out her, she's going to throw you in the trash. She threw Anila in the trash when she went against Quad, and then Anila ended up joining forces with Quad. And she's going to do the same thing with Letitia because Letitia is no longer keeping quiet, and now she wants Letitia to shut up. Now she wants Letitia to go against her own husband. Did you hear Toya telling her that you have to agree that Greg is not being accountable for his actions? You have to agree that Greg ain't ish. Like, you need to speak up, Letitia. Why aren't you speaking up? Well, we can say the same thing about Eugene. He doesn't speak up when you're talking crazy about his business on the streets. So just because you get to express yourself freely, she doesn't want to put her business on the front street. Respect it. You're more of the dominant one in a relationship, and Eugene is more submissive to you, and Letitia is more submissive to her husband, where she lets Greg be more rowdy and loud. Okay, it works for them. And so let her be that in peace. I think that Toya just, I don't know what's going on with her. I mean, I hope that, she gets some real friends. I hope that, some good happens for her. She just moved into her new house. I don't know what's going on with Toya, but, we'll have to wait and see as to why she's so angry with Letitia because, you keep getting exposed for starting drama in the group, but you're on camera saying we need to do better. So I hope that's, including yourself in the whole situation. The only person that's really making sense this season is Simone, because she's not going to act like there's not issues and problems, because Quad wants to now finally move on from the past after she has done all of them dirty. And then she's like, well, we're going to start anew when people are still feeling some type of way of the group. Simone's the only person that's not afraid to be like, no, let's be real. We ushered them into the group because you weren't really talking to us like that. Now you're mad that they're in the group. We're allowed to have other friends outside of you if you're not even a real friend, because Quad is only friends on camera. Okay, let's be clear. They cannot text Quad when the show is off. That's what she's trying to tell you guys. So Letitia, she has Simone. Simone has been trying to be her friend and back her up because they have been doing Letitia dirty this season. I definitely have opened my eyes a little bit more because at first I really wasn't liking Letitia too much. But now I'm seeing like everything unfold with this reunion, and that, maybe she's not in the wrong. Maybe, everything was looking unclear, because now that we got the full story at the end of reunion, we can see that it was basically Toya trying to make sure that she has beef with Quad, and it wasn't like she had an issue that she can't be her friend. It's because Toya was telling her that she cannot be Quad friend. So hopefully, her and Quad can get to some type of understanding, because honestly, at Key West, I think that Letitia was trying to be friendly with Quad. I think that Letitia does like Quad. She does. She thinks, Quad is fun, and she does have a good personality. Like I said, I like Quad too as well, but I'm not going to just, not side-eye you being shady a little bit, not side-eyeing that, Simone has a right, to feel as though y'all are not real friends like that, outside the show, which is fine. I guess she just wants Quad to own it, and then that continue just to be TV friends, But I feel as though, King and Quad do make a good couple, because King is the Letitia of their relationship. He's very cool, calm, and collected. He keeps her calm, just like Letitia keeps Greg calm, cool, and collected. So they have the same they both wanted the same thing in a partner. They just couldn't be that for each other, and that's okay. And I wish them both well in their relationships. Now, the dynamic and the friendship of the group is going to kind of be strange. We have Mimi, we have Letitia. Where do they go from there? Will Contessa and Heavenly make up? Because that's what Heavenly says that she wants to do. But we'll never know until next season. But I did enjoy them all. What do you guys think of the reunion? Comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.